Heavyweight history will finally be made as Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk are set to meet for the undisputed world titles this year. The Gypsy King struggled, having been knocked down in his last fight against Francis Ngannou, but Usyk now knows he has the opportunity to record the biggest achievement of his career with the fight finally confirmed. Now the date has been confirmed. And both fighters now have the opportunity to become the first undisputed champion since Lennox Lewis won the belts in 1999. It is set to be a mega money event, with the pair set to earn 8-figure purses, and a rivalry has already ignited with Usyk already getting under Fury's skin during their maiden face-off at their launch press conference. Here are all the things you need to know ahead of Tyson Fury v Oleksandr Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight crown. Tyson Fury's showdown with Oleksandr Usyk will take place on February 17, 2024 in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh as part of the nation's Festival of Sport Riyadh season. The pair had been set to meet on December 23 as part of a super card, but Fury's significant injuries from the fight means it has now been delayed until the new year, giving the fighters more time to prepare for the event. Anthony Joshua defeated Otto Wallin and will be himself looking to challenge the winner of the event, after his upcoming clash with Francis Ngannou. It will, of course, be a sold-out event, with fans set to flock over to the Middle East for the historic event, which will likely be one of the biggest in the modern era. It could be a final fight for either fighter depending on the result of the event, with Fury consistently having flirted with the idea of retirement after recent fights. Fury could also yet continue his journey and face Francis Ngannou in a rematch, given the close nature of the fight which was reflected in the final judges' scorecards. Meanwhile, the pair could also sign up to a sequel of their own, but it is unlikely it would be with all the belts on the line. Given mandatory challengers such as Filip Hrgovic will want to cash in on their shot. August 13, 13 to 10, 16 to 1 odds provided by Odds Checker. Fury will go into the contest as the narrow bookies' favorite, despite the pair being extremely well matched and have yet to been defeated in both of their careers. Usyk first showed signs of vulnerability, being dropped by a controversial low blow against Daniel Dubois in his points win earlier this year. However, Fury himself had to wrestle back control of his clash with Francis Ngannou, increasing his output in the final stages according to Punch statistics. So fans may have creeping doubts over his ability. Fury's father John revealed concerning stories about his recent training camp. But fixes will likely be put in place to ensure that he is in the best shape of his life to face Usyk. The champion's comeback has been completely remarkable, and he will be no stranger to going through adversity, having famously climbed off the canvas during his wins over Deontay Wilder. Usyk will know that a win will cement his name as one of the best to have ever graced the division, having defied the odds after his switch from cruiserweight. He has already beaten Anthony Joshua twice, including most recently by split decision. So a win will be his biggest and most crucial and could see him step away from the sport with one of the most incredible records. Tickets for the historic heavyweight event, which will take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, are now available via webook.com. And start at just £14.16, 70 Saudi Riyal, and go up to £41.84, 200 Saudi Riyal, for standard seats to get your place in the arena. Packages above include gold, which is £104.61, 500 Saudi Riyal, platinum at a cost of £209.22, 1000 Saudi Riyal, and diamond, which is £313.83, 1500 Saudi Riyal. It will be a once-in-lifetime event for fans who are lucky enough to attend, with the first undisputed champion set to be crowned for the first time in over 2 decades. It is set to be a bumper event with a whole undercard set to precede the main event, which will feature some talent from the stables of both Queensberry Promotions and Matchroom Boxing who are now working to stage events. Tyson Fury has a perfect boxing record since turning professional, having won 34 times without defeat, despite having one controversial draw to his name which came against Deontay Wilder, who he later beat twice. Many consider him to be the greatest heavyweight of the era, and he is placed highly in the discussion for the best heavyweights of all time, which would be cemented if he is able to pick up the undisputed titles in the Middle East. Read more, Tyson Fury's current physique ahead. Of Oleksandr Usyk fight. Oleksandr Usyk himself also carries a spotless record with 21 wins and no defeats since graduating from the amateurs, with status as a cruiserweight undisputed champion also under his belt. He currently now holds the unified world titles at heavyweight after making the switch, and has some impressive wins to his name against the likes of Anthony Joshua and Daniel Dubois since graduating to the blue ribbon division.